You ready? Hey mommies, welcome to the Pottery Show.
I'm Miriam.
And I'm Lachey, aka Shay.
Hey.
What's our topic today, Miriam?
No body shaming. So body positivity.
Yes, body positivity. And what you want to say about that?
Yes, so today our Woman Crush Wednesday is Lizzo.
Shout out to our girl Lizzo! We do not own the rights to that song.
We do not.
So annoying. But you're not trying to get copyright.
I don't want to. You know,
Okay,
I mean,
anyway.
nobody's courthouse.
Right. So what do you want to talk about Lizzo?
You know what? I really appreciate her because this is a new day and age. It is 2020 now, and BBWs are on the rise, and they're up and coming, and they're moving. And I just love how she embodies who she is. You know, she's the leader of the pack, and people are really accepted to her, and we love her because of that.
Yes, we love her. I love her too because she shows that no matter where you are as far as your body weight, she shows her confidence. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. Like, be confident in what skin you're in.
Right.
So that's what I love about her.
Period. No matter what size. I mean,
look at us.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thick. You thin.
I'm skinny. What they say?
Slim thick.
Slim thick. I'm slim thick in certain places. You know, you gotta look kind of hard.
Slim thick. Okay.
But I couldn't see myself going to no basketball game with my booty
Yeah.
shorts cut out. I couldn't see myself doing that. But see, that's why she's the leader of the pack. I appreciate her for that. Leaders gotta do different stuff. You know?
You know what? But I was like, whoa. But you know what? That's her. I'm just a little bit more reserved.
Yeah.
But when I saw, I was like, okay, I see you.
Yeah, we see
So
you.
I wasn't hating.
Yeah, and I just found it really interesting that she's from Houston, Texas, as well as Beyonce. And it's like they're both very well known, very well liked, you know, by their community. And they represent different angles. You know, they represent two different things, but they're still coming from the same place.
I wanted to talk about this, and this is like a broad conversation, right? It's not just for single mothers.
Yeah.
It's for just, I think, women in general, our moms in general. Like, one of the things that we discuss is that how, like, you mentioned the BBWs. All of a sudden now, people want to give BBWs, and people who don't know what a BBW is big, beautiful woman. So that's what BBW is. So all of a sudden now, people want to give BBWs attention. Mm-hmm. And it's like, well, they were big, beautiful women always, but y'all just now getting on them.
Yeah.
You know, like, how do you feel about that?
Well, I remember my auntie, she was actually a model for BBW way back when nobody really knew about it. And so I find it interesting that it took, some 20 some odd years later for people to really look and see, like, this is the thing.
Get up to date with it.
Well, really, all this time, it has been the thing. I think the first person who really brought it to light was Monique. Remember Monique?
Oh,
the comedian? Yeah, Monique.
When she was on the Parkers or something.
She was on the Parkers, and she would do her stand-up. She would always talk about, like, how, you know, BBWs are the business. They all of that. You know, it's no shame in being, you know, on the bigger side.
And she would clown like, I can't get no skinny man because, you know, he got to handle all this. Yeah, she was the first person to really be like, okay. And then she's pretty, too.
She's gorgeous, yeah.
So when she first came out, I was like, ooh, I love me some more. I love Monique when she first came out.
Yeah, and so she really kind of brought it to light. But I was saying, it took, like, comedians like her and, like, Lizzo and different people that's been working at bringing that to light to just say, hey, you could be any size and be comfortable. You know, so I appreciate that it's here. It's unfortunately it took this long, but shout out to BBWs all around the world.
Yes, and my sister is actually BBW. My sister always been a chunky girl. Mm-hmm. And one thing that people used to tell her all the time is like, girl, you cute for a big girl.
Oh, see, I hate that.
For a fat girl.
I hate that.
So like those underlining like shade compliments. I call them shade compliments.
What's it, kettle corn? Or backhanded compliments?
Yes. Yeah, it's like, well, how come she just can't be pretty?
Right.
Like, why she gotta be pretty for a big girl? Like, no big girl is pretty.
Wow.
So stuff like, or like for me, you're so pretty for a chocolate girl.
See.
What that mean?
What does that mean? Yeah.
So my thing is, I just want to bring body positivity to light, not just with weight, but complexion,
Yes.
shape of your lips, eyes, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, embrace who you are, and then if somebody don't like you or think you ugly, you have to be honest with yourself. You just not for everybody, and that's okay. You have to feel good in your own skin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Speak about being feeling good in your own skin. I actually had a quote concerning that. Don't allow your body to define your being. You know, because it's who you are inside. Like, I have to be honest. For a long time, up until recently, a couple months ago, I felt like insecure because of my weight. And like when I would hear women like Monique in particular, like do her stand-up comedies, like she would say like skinny women are evil. I think she had like a theme.
She had a whole little tour.
Yeah, she did, and she made money too. So somebody was supporting her. So you know, y'all was supporting her. Y'all are supporting her.
She mad.
I'm mad at y'all. You know what I'm saying? A little shade thrown your way, but I love y'all. But and then they had a movie came out that said real women have curves. You know, and so all this time, you know, I was just taking that in as a skinny girl, as a slimmer woman, and I'm like, dang, like I'm not a real woman, like I'm evil, you know, like in the back of my mind, all this stuff was replaying, and I was taking it literal, you know.
But even you being a thinner version of a woman, you still have curves. You have breasts. You have a little boob. Why should I say a little? Really? You got.
I'm so dumb.
This is a G-rated.
Oh, I think it's PG. Not just G, you know what I'm saying? Like 13 and all that.
Right. But in saying that, like, just because you're thin doesn't mean you don't have curves. Like, you have curves for the way your shape is. Like, you're not up and down. You're definitely not that. Trust me, you're not.
Thank you. The confidence booster. You know what I'm saying?
But I like it, though, because nowadays, I like how the industry also, when it comes to black women, they're giving us, we're more accepting. And it's sad to say that in a sense, because it's like, how come we were never always accepted? But that goes back into the slavery and all that. And I think that's part of it. But we're just more, they want to use us now in film. And, it doesn't matter what size. When before you had to be a size 2 or to 0 to even be on TV. Now, like, it don't matter how big you are. Like, you can be 0 to a size like 30. They have all types of opportunities for every size of woman, and that's what I really love right now. And it's like, well, since we're here right now, let's take advantage of that. Let's be in the forefront, you know, because we don't know if it's gonna last. We really don't. We really don't. And I'm talking for all. I don't consider myself BBW because I'm not. Well, I don't know. I'm like in the middle.
Thickety thick.
I'm thick, but I'm not all the way like there. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So, and I don't like to use the word fat because it's just inappropriate. So I'm like in the middle of skinny and BBW. Yeah. You know, I'm like right. So I guess I don't even say slim thick because you're more slim than me. So I'm thick. She's slim thick. I'm thick. But
either way it goes, we got it going on.
Right. And I feel like. And honestly, I think that's part of the reason why it's been hard for me to kind of lose weight. I should think more of the health aspect of it because I'm comfortable. And I make jokes like girl, I'm fat, but that's just a joke and that's just what it is. I don't really think I'm fat. I don't really be sitting here crying about my weight and thinking I'm not insecure about it. I feel good about myself because no matter what size I am, I'm always looking cute. I'm gonna find what looks good and compliment my body.
That's right. And I think that's good you said that because I think it's about embracing where you are. Like if you notice, there's so many women now getting so much plastic surgery, like it's ridiculous, you know, and people don't know where the borderline is. Like, look, that don't look good on you, that don't fit your body, that's not what God blessed you with. Like, okay, a little bit they get out, you know, but it is.
And I'm telling you, if I see one more fake booty at the gym,
that's what I'm saying.
Like that drives me crazy. Like, first of all, and you remember too how black women like having big lips, having a big butt. It was talked about. Yeah. Now everybody wants to have a big butt, have fake lips. It's like, well, where was all of that before? Yeah. How come you guys couldn't embrace that now? How come you guys talk about it so much? But now everything that you guys talked about that we have, y'all the main consumers are getting the Botox. Getting those butt implants. Like.
Yeah. I actually did a little bit of research on that. So American Society of Plastic Surgeons states for non-reconstructive surgery, cosmetic surgery in the past 2 years have increased. And so the top 5 surgeries have been, the number 1 is liposuction. Number 2 is breast augmentation. This is non-reconstructive. This is just like going in, getting stuff redone, right? Just because. Nose reshaping, tummy tuck.
Wow. And just not being accepting. I remember they had this thing on Instagram. The women's of the 90s were the sexiest because we were just natural.
Yes, I remember that.
They had the Aaliyahs. They had Nia Long when she was on Fresh Prince. They had Jada. Pinkett Smith. They had Stacey Dash. Monica. Monica. They had like, and then even talking about those women, I don't think a lot of them had. I think only one of them had like a little bit of surgery.
Yeah.
But most of them are just pretty much natural.
Yeah.
So for you to have those numbers and those facts, it's like wow. Like when did it become okay for anybody to say, "Ooh, you need to get your nose done. Your nose is too big. It's too small."
Right.
How about them lips? I mean, let's bring them. And you have really nice full lips.
Me?
Like,
thank you.
She's feeling herself this episode. She is feeling herself.
She don't feel herself this whole episode. I'm not gonna bring you down though because I'm not gonna knock your shine. I'm not.
Thank you. I was fearfully and wonderfully made.
Seriously.
Amen.
That's what the word says, and that's what I like. Like, we need to bring that more to the forefront because it's just who you are. A woman, God made us to have breasts and to have curves and have butts. And if you don't have that, instead of getting a butt implant, you can do it. If you do a couple squats every day, it will naturally pump up your booty. You don't have to go get injections. And a lot of people are doing like the reverse. They're like, I think it was K. Michelle. She had health issues with getting, the butt implants. And for her small frame too, and she got a huge butt. It didn't even look right. And not to be body shaming K. Michelle. I'm not trying to body shame her, but just to show you that like you didn't need that. Like you were beautiful, and you messed up your body because of what we were saying about you. Like, look, if you, and I know that a lot of times too, I never got this until recently, in the last few years, that even smaller women are insecure about being small. And I have a friend who was really small. She gained like 25 pounds, and she loves it. She's like, I'm not going back. So you have those women too who are they feel like they're too thin and want to gain weight, and then you have the woman who is extreme, too big, and they feel like they want to lose weight. So it's like, at what point in our lives are we going to embrace?
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true because I was 125 pounds since my 12th grade year in high school up until 5 months ago. After 2 kids in 15 years, like almost 16 years, I was the same weight. I didn't fluctuate or anything. I was literally the same weight. Like, I would step on the scale and I'm like, I want to be 150 so bad. I wanted to be 150. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting to be 150. So finally, I was like, forget that. I'm just whatever. Remember when I did my bio? And if I work out, I work out. If I don't, I don't.
Right.
Whatever happens, happens. It seemed like ever since then, I've been gaining weight. And so now I'm like a solid 140. And I didn't even trip.
It looked good on you, though. See, this is a G-rated episode.
It's PG. They teens.
Oh my, and
I'm quick. But no, I had to really accept, like, okay, if I don't ever gain weight, I mean, eventually you gain weight as you get older, but it was like a slow thing for me. And I'm like, what am I in the rush to be thick for? Like, I had learned to love myself. And it's like, once you learn to love yourself, the inside heals and the outside you accept.
Now, is that genetics for you? Like, is it naturally thin women in your family?
Well, the funny thing is, my mom, she said she was thin up until she had her second child. And then my grandmother, which is her mother, of course, she said the same thing. After she had the first child, my mom, she got started to gain weight, and then by the time they was my age, like at 30, 31, 32, they was already thick,
See, in my family, considered fat genes, and I hate to say that, but everyone is always thin up until they have their kids, unless you work really hard. So you're thin, because I was smaller actually pregnant than I am now.
Okay.
Which is kind of, Lord, we ain't gonna even get into that. But you know what, it doesn't make me like, oh my God, I'm so fat. It doesn't make me like that, because I know what I gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one thing, the reason why, let's go all the way back. To the reason why we did this, because I was reading our producer's blog on Naturally Karen. She wrote about body positivity in our family and how the older generation in our family, they are on us about our weight all the time because of their struggles. And I don't think they're necessarily trying to hurt feelings, but they know how it feels when people talk about you, and so they're trying to almost save us from the hurt and the shame of other people body shaming you. So it's like, well, let me get to them first, you know. And it was just a really good read, and I was like, we need to talk about this. This needs to be for the forefront. So we're gonna make sure we put that in the description. Ashley Kira's blog, Body Positivity, in the description, so you guys can take a look at
blog. Shout out to Kira's blog. What's up?
But I thought it was necessary. I'm like, you know, and then this is a pivotal moment for us to even talk about it, because it's in the forefront now as we speak, with Lizzo coming out. I remember when Adele first came out too. They talked about her weight, because Adele wasn't small. Now she's really, well, I won't say she's really thin, but she's lost a lot of weight, since she first came out. You have the Moniques, and you have like a lot of people who they body shame because of your body. And it was even some controversy recently with Julia Michaels and Lizzo. And Julia,
I've seen that.
But Julia Michaels made a good point, like, how come we're not celebrating her music instead of her body? And she mentioned, well, what if she gets diabetes? Now, studies have shown the bigger you are, you're more prone to be diabetic, and I can understand her concern. But my thing is this, I feel as if you cannot be concerned for someone else who's not concerned about it. If Lizzo not concerned about getting diabetes and all this other stuff with her body, leave her alone. She didn't ask for your unsolicited advice. So that's my point of view. But at the same time, I get Julia Michaels' point, because she was given the health tip. Like, you know, she's a big woman. She might have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. Those are the risk factors that she might be having to deal with her weight.
It's just a matter of raising awareness, you know, like from a nutritional standpoint. You're like, okay, all these people are following you, but make sure you lead them correctly. Make sure you're saying, like, I'm healthy. Make sure you're saying I go to the doctor regularly, or whatever, you know, like a health plan. Because, you know, it's easy to get lost in the sauce when you're in Hollywood. You know, you start representing like hair care products. People are like, oh, you're all about hair, but like, no, I do other stuff too. So people might just look at Lizzo like, oh, you just
all about body positivity.
And then it's like, but I'm not healthy. She's not healthy. No, I'm healthy too, because you can also, we talked about that also. You can be slim as me, or even
not healthy,
and drop down dead.
And not healthy. And like, I knew a couple people who had the type 1 when they're born with diabetes. Is that the type 1? Type 1 diabetic and thin. Or even like, I remember before my sister, she'd always been a big girl, but she never had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, never been diabetic, none of that. And I was the one thin, gestational diabetes, dealing with borderline high blood pressure, and I'm much thinner than her. So it's like, you can't say because she's big, she's going to deal with that. For some reason, whatever internally your body handles the sugars and the breads and the salt, is just different. Your body can deal with stuff internally different than what mine can. I can be much healthier than you being thinner. You just never know what you know what I'm saying.
So I think that goes back to like what you were saying, like making sure like you just highlight what's important, but don't forget, you know, in the back of your mind, it's all about health, you know.
And then also too, what about the self-esteem part about it?
That goes back to that quote. Don't allow your body to define your being. Like, who you are is who you are, who God made you to be, you know.
And you're not just your body because you're a woman. And that's what people forget. Just because you're a woman, you're more than your body. You remember India.Arie, I'm Not My Hair song?
I love it.
It's like, I have to let you guys know, like, I'm a black woman, but I'm more about this. It's not just about my hair. That's why for me, like, this is my first time getting the hair pressed and stuff. But in 3 years, I'm a natural girl, but I needed a good
Beautiful. Don't you look beautiful? Don't y'all agree?
but I needed a good trim. And it's like, I'm more than just my hair. And that's one of the things, like, well, the man has to be with me because I don't have a weave and I wear my natural hair. Well, I don't have to tell you because this is who I am.
Too.
So it's like, I'm more than just my body. You might get thin shade, you might get slim thick shade, you might get fat shade, you might get big booty shade, you might get skinny shade. You don't know what shade you gonna get.
Yeah.
You just better make sure you love her. You know what I'm saying?
As much as I love myself.
Hello, because I love me some.
Hey.
I think you rubbing off on this episode. I love me some meat. And we can't let men define who we are as far as them putting us in she thick, man. Like, putting us in categories.
Oh my
like
gosh.
that.
You know what? For a while, I was in one of my old relationships. It was going good. I felt appreciated. I felt loved. And then I started being compared to other women that had like a bigger booty. Or, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, like, I'm sitting right here. Like, you gonna say that right in front of me? Like, nah, you not. I shut that down real quick. But it took something out of me. Like, and I carried that out of the relationship. And I had to deal with that for a certain amount of years. Because remember, I was already wanting to be 150 since I was in high school. That was after high school. And then it's like, wow, like now I'm with this guy that's talking about other girls' booties and X, Y, and Z. It's like, man, how does that make me feel?
That's why I can appreciate my cousin DJ. He loves big girls. His wife is a big girl. And shout out to Shannon, my cousin.
Hey.
She's beautiful. But I remember he was with his friends and they went to this club. And they was like, man, you know, it's big girls night, man. He was like, come on, man, let's go, man. It's big girls night. He was like, what? I'm staying. It's big girls night? Like, y'all can pick me up later, but I'm staying.
He stayed at the club.
He loves big girls. And when his wife tried to lose weight, he got upset. Like, I married you, big. Don't be trying to lose weight. Like, that's not the exchange we had, you know. But I love that because I can appreciate him. He loves his white body. And whoever gonna be with me, I need another DJ, but not like that because that's my cousin. But like, I need another DJ because it's like he loves who he has his type.
Yeah.
So I have to be that man's type. Cause I'm not going, like I said, you don't know. You just, it's whatever mood I'm in for that season. What you gonna get, you know? And because I'm like that and I'm secure at that, you have to be secure.
You have to, yeah.
Even if you my girlfriend, like, don't be mad at me because I'm big and I'm getting all the dudes whistling at me and you not. I was like,
are you talking to me or you talking to her again?
not again.
Nobody.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I just feel like embrace who you are, and then also too, I love to give other women compliments.
Yeah, me too. It shows that you're a confident woman in yourself.
I love to give other women compliments, and a lot of people don't do that. Like, I remember I used to do that all the time. They used to be like, "Thank you." They didn't know how to react because they're not used to, especially black women. It's almost like you got to give the little stare down.
What she want? What she talk? Why she act? Why she
It's like, girl, your shoes is cute.
Like,
thank you. They don't even know how to react.
Exactly. That's a shame, though, ain't it?
It is.
Yeah, we gotta work more better. We gotta do better. So.
Ain't it?
Hi.
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, so this part of our segment is called 1 Minute Ministry, and I think our viewers should take away from being positive is just be happy with where you are and what you got. Because if you don't feel ultimately good about yourself, you will be good for no one. And everybody in different, from size 0 to 50, the biggest size they have. Just be confident happy where you are. And if you want to get to a place where you want to lose weight, do it for health reasons and not vanity reasons.
Yes.
Because vanity just does not last. It doesn't. And your health can last a little bit longer than what you're feeling physically for vanity reasons. So I just want to give a shout out to all the advocates for body positivity and all the slim thigs, the skinny, the thin, the tall, the short, the fat, the beautiful, the big. All you guys are beautiful. Love you guys. Have a blessed and awesome day.